Great
you're
wingman.
yeah. No, he wingman's not for support. He's hoping to get in on an Eiffel Tower one day.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
honest.
Of course, of course. Welcome, everyone, all five of you. And so today, at my request, I want to talk about one of my favorite movies, which is Ocean's 11, the remake, actually, because there was an original. I think it was
Wait, what?
1960 or something.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
It had the
uh,
Rat Pack in it, so you had Sammy, Frank
yeah.
and Dean.
Have you guys seen it? I didn't even know that
Yeah,
was a thing.
I saw a little. I didn't watch it from beginning to end, but obviously the one with George is very much, they want to get the all like the what do you call it? Nice prep. They want to get
First of
the
all, time out. Don't know. You know what? I'm stopping you right there. You don't call it the one with George. It's the one with Brad. Okay?
and George. Those dudes come two peas in a pod.
the one with Shao, the little Asian guy.
Yeah.
What about with
Anyways,
Matt Damon?
oh, George actually wasn't the first person they had in mind for Danny. I think it was actually Bruce Willis. I read recently, which would be a very weird
You know,
thing. And they also wanted Luke and Owen to play the twins and not Casey and Scotty, which
That would have been a
different vibe as
very,
well.
very different film.
that'd be very different. You know what? I could see when you said Bruce instead of George, my initial reaction wanted to be like, oh, that's like they made the right choice. But partway through in my brain of going, I went,
Huh?
actually, I could see Bruce. I couldn't see the Wilson twins, but I could see Bruce in that role. Be a
Can you
bit
see
different
the
for him, but
Yeah. Could you see this though? Because Linus, aka Matt Damon, was supposed to be Mark
no,
Wahlberg.
no.
And he turned it down because
Well,
he had to do Planet of the Apes or something with whatever Dawn of it, whatever it
oh, he
was.
fucked up. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
he
that
messed up
movie
there.
made a lot of money.
Sure.
Sure.
But then
Did it?
One of Tim Burton's
he's
best.
guaranteed if he did that, then he's in 12, 13, and coming up the new one probably. They're making a new one. Also, the Owen and Luke and someone else who was they turned it down to go into Royal Tenenbaums. That's what they were doing. So they weren't the
Oh
first.
yeah.
They weren't the first thing. And so when George signed on, he got Brad to come on board too. Brad kind of agreed after he found out George was in it. So, the whole ensemble kind of came together.
Ensemble.
Ensemble came
Your
together.
Chinese
So,
is showing.
Keep going,
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
yeah. So it all came together, and that's the whole thing about why I love the movie so much is because of the ensemble. And I feel like it's one of those things where, look, I think a lot of movie sets have a lot of egos, right? When you step on the thing and whatever, and you're dealing with around 11, 12, 13 big name actors. I mean, yeah, there's 11 people in the group, but there's also Julia Roberts, there's also Andy Garcia, there's, other big names. And so everyone took a pay cut because if they're asking for the regular price, this freaking movie would be like $1 billion.
Yeah.
So yeah, and one of the funny things too that I read was when George found out that they were going to cast Julia. They actually haven't met before this movie, surprisingly. He That was when she was the highest paid actress. She was making like 20 million a movie. And then so George sent her a note with the script with a $20 bill saying, "Oh, congratulations! I hear you're making 20 a movie now." That kind of thing, which is
Nice.
I think it's kind of nice little touch.
Icebreaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
It's and it is really a good movie, and it's when you hear about in movies about who directors or producers first picks were or first offers went out to, and they were turned down. I find it often it works out better. Like and maybe it would still be good if it was the other people. It's hard to say, but once you already sort of get introduced to something with those actors and those roles, it's hard to see sort of anybody else do it when they do such a good job. And a lot of times when they try and do these big ensemble films, they're like, okay, or they don't work, or they're mediocre, they're whatever. You think, oh, I'm going to stack this movie with all these great actors and actresses, and then they don't really do anything. And I feel Ocean's 11 is one of those ones that just like, oh man, like they nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, just on screen, you can kind of tell they're having fun and stuff like that. Like, and that's really enjoyable to me. Like I said, I think a part of it is the fact that you're able to have a whole cast of B-listers getting along so well. They all have kind of equal time. Of course, Brad and George are the main guys, but you kind of have a lot of sharing of the screen. And another one of these trivia things that I thought was kind of nice was, I don't know if you remember, when's the last time you watched this movie? Do you guys remember?
Oh,
It's got to be years for me.
start to finish? Yeah, probably.
I mean,
Same.
this movie came out like what, 25 years ago, pretty much. But like, so near the end, there's that famous scene with the fountain, right? Like the
2001.
yeah, so
23 years.
25. And so there's the Bellagio fountain scene where they pull off the heist, and one by one they leave the screen.
Yeah.
And that, I read that was the last shot they did for the whole shoot, which is like kind of fitting. And also they weren't cued as to who goes first and who stays last. It was their own choice. And it's very, because I was listening to the when I have the DVD and I listened to the commentary, and Brad was one of the guys who was doing the commentary, which is kind of fun because he was talking about all these like neat little tidbits or whatever. And then he was saying that everyone just decided that Carl Reiner, the old guy, was the one that deserves the last spot. And he was the guy that everyone wanted to hang out with on break and like in between takes. Like he was the guy that like everyone respected so much. He is a legend. I mean, unfortunately he passed away, but I think it's cool that even like those A-listers look up to him and that kind of stuff.
That respect is there. So what, like, why, I mean, I know it's kind of hard to maybe answer stupid questions like the one I'm about to ask you, but you said it's your favorite. Is it because, is it the genre? Like you like the heist style movies? Is it like the ensemble cast, the writing? Can you pinpoint? Because obviously there's other heist movies. There's
Justin. I'm no
there's obviously
yeah.
No. sorry.
That's so stupid.
No. It's actually a mixture of everything. I love the style, the color tone, like the ensemble, like you said. The music, I think, is really sets the tone. You know what I mean? With David Holmes helming the soundtrack and everything. And it's bad because they make thieves look cool. And I don't know, I kind of like the idea of like a victimless crime, kind of like no violence or no whatever. I kind of know, I kind of like that. But
how? Okay, question. How is it a crime if there are no victims? And this is coming from an ex-police officer.
I mean, I'm talking about
victim is the casino. Obviously, the casino is losing money.
Yeah. I'm talking about physical.
It's probably insured.
Physical victims. You know what I mean? Like it's not in terms of crime.
Okay, you're taking my question too literally. I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to make a bad joke.
Sorry, Justin. I thought your question was stupid. Sorry, go ahead. But Hayden.
But I trumped it with an even stupider question.
Yeah. If a tree falls in a forest,
it still makes a noise.
Nobody's there. Like, does it fucking make a sound even, bruh?
That one is, yeah, it does, man. There's just no one there to hear it.
Well, how
Oh,
do you
oh,
know? Whoa, you're dipping your tea
you're
bag. What do
dipping.
we
You're
got?
dipping.
I'm dipping.
Like,
No, I want
let's
to.
divert for a second.
Let's dive
What do
in.
you got?
Okay. I can't even. I'm so old, I can't read this in this light.
Is that the quote?
Yep. I'm so old, I can't read that in this light. Whoa, that's deep, man.
Oh,
Whoa, edicts.
shit.
From a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow.
I think we had that one.
Probably. I don't even know how to
Yeah.
pronounce this person, and I think I said that last time. Aeschylus? Emily Dickinson?
How do you spell it?
Aeschylus. I'm pretty sure last time I read this out because Justin's like, did you just say H as a H? I fucking checked out.
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
Yeah, and then you went on like, oh, yeah, the whole
Yeah.
H thing, the H thing. I
all
don't know.
letters sound the way that it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Okay, I'd rather jump in front of a truck than fucking go down this rabbit hole again.
Grown. Oh. What size truck? How bad do you want to get injured?
How do you feel about the follow-ups then? Like
I was gonna Hayden, have you seen 12 and 13? Both of
I
you?
have, yeah. I've seen, but I haven't seen 8, the Sandra Bullock
Oh.
one.
Oh,
well, we probably know
let's
why
Oh.
you wouldn't watch that one. But
Let's talk about the Soderbergh trilogy. Okay.
please, please,
Yeah, I've seen 2 and 3.
Right.
seen all of them.
I remember the day that they announced the second one and the trailer for it, the poster. I thought it was so cool. Opening night, I dragged my friends to go, and when the credits came up, everyone looked at me as if like, "Are you okay?" Like, are you
sad that
okay?
it was over.
I think the first time I watched it, I was just disappointed, to be honest.
The
I was,
sequel.
yeah, to
Yeah.
the Europe one. And then as time went on, I grew to appreciate it. I do
Yeah.
love still what I liked about the first one, meaning the on-screen chemistry, the music,
Yeah.
even this fashion in this one because it's Europe, right? I
Yeah.
like that one more, but just the story wise, I didn't really like how the Julia Roberts thing panned out at all.
Doesn't she look like, don't say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and then I also like the bad guy in it, Sam, what's his name? No, Vincent Cassel. or
Vincent
something?
Cassel, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people don't like the whole laser dance scene, but I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid as F. Like, no one's gonna fucking do that, man. Randomized lasers and you just fucking do a routine. And he was practicing the routine before and all that shit. I was like, anyway.
There's only one film that has a perfect laser dance scene.
Entrapment.
Yes, you knew
Yeah,
straight away.
baby, let's
Entrapment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
That's-
my hot take on Ocean's 12. And then 13, they went back to Vegas, which is the original vibe of
Yeah.
everything, and I appreciate that too. I think it was still a good movie in my books, but
And they brought in Pacino.
I think it was good because I think it's really hard. It can be really hard for a sequel.
Yep.
Sequels are almost always a letdown because you want to recapture that excitement and hype of the first film, but at the same time, you're trying to make it stand out as different.
yes,
Like you don't want it to be the same. Whereas like with the trilogy in 13, like in 13, because in 12 they went away from Vegas and try to do this whole new thing, it gave them the freedom in 13 to come back to Vegas and sort of recapture what they had in 11, right?
yes,
Yeah.
Because if it was like 11 Vegas, 12 Vegas, 13 Vegas, it's just
which begs the
Beating a
question
dead
for
horse.
me if I don't even know what's called 14 or whatever, but if the next one's gonna be Vegas as well, you know what I mean?
And they're going to downgrade and go to Atlantic City.
yeah.
You know what I could actually see happening is them doing it in Macau or something. Because
Oh,
Macau makes more money actually for casinos than Vegas does. And
Damn.
I can see that being a draw for them because it'll tap into the China market too, which means they'll make more
Yeah.
money.
I was going to say something like Monaco, but Macau would be visually spectacular because they already went to Europe. So yeah, why would you not go to?
Yeah, do an Asian place, you know what I mean? Somewhere in the Orient or whatever you want to call it.
Question then.
Let's make this question better than the last one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do like better than Hayden's. I'm sure I can do that, or better.
I don't
than
know.
my
That's going to
last
be a
one.
tough call, man. It's going to be a tough one.
So, okay. Oh, which question? I got a few questions actually.
Oh, please.
So do I. I've
Okay,
got some.
let's build up to it. Okay.
Okay.
So, let's take the ensemble cast of Oceans. Who is your like? Who do you see? Not necessarily from a point of, oh, I really like this actor and I like this role, so I choose them. But from you personally, you're in that heist. Okay, it's a real thing. It's not a film. What is your role in that heist?
Okay,
Are
I know
you the-
mine. I know mine.
Yeah, who are you? Are you're the getaway driver?
First of all, I'm not the Chinese guy. Okay, I know what everyone's thinking right now.
I got a really racist joke to say.
Shao's
but I won't.
clearly that guy. They have the same first name. He's Shao Bo, and I'm Shao Pin.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not him. I can't do any of that shit. I'm way too tall to be that guy. But I've thought about this before, and it would be Linus, Matt Damon's character, because I love the idea of being a good pickpocket.
Oh yeah.
You know, sometimes when
Have you ever done it?
When you do, no, I have, but you know, on my friends. For fun, you know what I mean? If I see someone leave their wallet up right there, or their phone up right beside me, and they turn around for 1 second, I'll grab it really quick and whatever, right? Or if it's I see someone with the wallet hanging loosely in their back pocket, I'll, you know, do it and then be like, hey, did you drop this kind of thing? But also he gets to do a little bit of, what do you call it, in front action where he role plays a little bit and takes on characters. So I think that would be really fun for me. What about you? You're like a Brad. You're like a Brad, aren't you?
I'm a Brad. Yeah.
The mastermind kind of thing, the engineer, if you will.
Yeah, kind of fun. Like I like that idea of like planning and scheming, and he's always eating in Ocean's 11 or whatever. Like I don't really know why, but I think it's sort of that. It's kind of, it's almost like you're at peace or at ease, you know?
Yeah.
He's so cash that he can just eat while all this stuff is going on. I don't know why I had to bring up the eating thing. That really has nothing to do with it, but yeah.
Just because you want to eat on set instead of, you know, stop eating, we're about to take. You're like,
no, honestly,
my character. I feel like my character would be eating in this scene.
No, I can't eat on set, man, because then like I have to get. You know, it happened to me in when I was shooting Supernatural. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have one of these really good lunches today, and then it was like, okay, lunch is over. Call back to set, and they were setting up, and I had to flag down the first AD and be like, I forgot my sides in the trailer. I'll be right back. But no, yeah. So I think for me, it would be the pit. I mean, as you guys may know, have a little bit of a history, a past, and I've done some scheming and some plotting and some stuff. So, and I've always like enjoyed that. So that's where I could see myself.
Disgusting. Just kidding.
The truth comes out.
I've done my share as well. Hayden,
am I surrounded by criminals?
No, I mean, you can do a search. Nothing will pop up.
Yeah, go for it.
Same.
Try it.
That's how I got into the country.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, again, it's been a while since I watched it, but I thought you wanted us to make up our own character for like our own version, not Which pre-existing one would you be?
Okay, well, say for example, like, would you want to be like the tech guy or the lookout and getaway driver? I could see you as a getaway driver. Like, you kind of don't really get muddy, but you kind of want to be involved. But you're also
he drives so much already.
He drives so much. Yeah,
I also know how to drive a manual, unlike everybody else in this country. I'm like, I would be able to drive any vehicle anywhere in the world.
That's good on the resume. That's good in the resume.
But I also thought, maybe I kind of, no one wants to say George because he's the lead, right? But he's smooth. I'm totally smooth like peanut butter.
You're not fucking no. Sorry.
I've got a voice.
Hayden is crunchy peanut butter too.
I'm crunchy. Yeah, a little bit of like, every now and then, like, what the fuck was that? I was thinking along the lines of someone who's a fast talker. But more like, I'm a talker, no one understands what I'm saying, but they'll go,
Did you just describe yourself as a fast talker?
I said like a fast talker. I would be a character that talks, and people are just mesmerized by my voice that they just go, huh? And while that's happening, it's a distraction, yeah.
You're a decoy. Okay,
decoy.
So you know what? He would be
mastermind decoy.
He would be good at being a Carl Reiner's character because he plays so many characters with different accents. So, there you go. You can be Carl.
I am old as dirt as well, so you guys are all much younger than me.
I'm not going to debate
Crickets.
that.
Crickets.
I'm not touching that one.
No. You said it. I was leaving it at that.
He rags on us for ragging on him, and then he fucking just lobs us softballs when we play it. Like, you know what?
Because I'm seeing how much pity you would take on me.
I don't want to get in trouble from the boss after we're done recording.
How am I supposed to develop a thick skin if you don't give it to me good?
Okay. Oh. Well,
on that note,
like that was phase one of my questions. Okay. So now we know I'm the mastermind, Shao's the pickpocketer, and Hayden's the pylon. If we were to do, decoy.
Can I be one of those tall, skinny ones that's really heavy at the base so you can't knock me over? Fun question.
What's that pylon, dude?
Yeah, I got hit in the leg by one of those when I was drunk walking with my buddy. We were like walking down the road and he's like, I'm going to throw this pylon, or a witch's hat for my Australian friends. And that shit hurt. But enough of that. Let's get back to what you were saying.
No, please. Can we stay on you getting hit by a
really quickly. We were at Oktoberfest. And they have Oktoberfest at the race course in Canberra. And I was going to the University of Canberra, which when you drive, it's down just like one stretch of road. It's a real quick drive. It's like 15 minutes. But in reality, it takes you probably like 2 hours to walk. But we've been at Oktoberfest, so we were like, yeah, let's walk to the uni bar because the buddy I was with, he had a thing for a lady that was DJing there. And she was like, when are you going to show up? Like, where are you? Like, I can't see you. And he's like, well, we're at the race course getting drunk on German beer and eating, bratwurst and all that, sauerkraut and all that fun stuff. So anyway, me being the supportive friend, I was like, yeah, let's go to the uni bar so you can hook up with your girl. Who, funnily enough,
really hoping that,
great wingman.
Yeah, no, he wingman's not for support. He wingsman. He's hoping to get in on an Eiffel Tower one day. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Of course.
Give it to me, baby.
Hayden, do you remember the name of this DJ?
No, I've got no idea. I don't even remember. No, I don't even know if she still does it. DJ, who knows? But funnily enough, she was dating what was the ex of a buddy that I used to do martial arts with. So I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Anyway, if you fast forward to the end of the night, he ended up driving all of us home. So he was cool about it. But this is one of the funny things is there's a golf course between the race course and the university, as well as a stretch of highway. 6 to 8 foot high chain link fence. Not stone. We were just blasted out of our brains on beer. We managed to scale that fence and get into the golf course relatively harmless. We were like, yeah. You get across to the other side of the golf course and there's how they build houses by the side of golf courses for some funny reason.
Why do you say that? Like it's I don't know some just odd thing.
Because there's
It's
okay.
okay.
Why would you put a house right next to somewhere where there are little white freaking comet balls flying around all the time? You're gonna end up with smashed windows like no one's business. But maybe I don't trust my own swing, but actual golfers are good and they can keep it on the green. But anyway, there's a little fence from the golf course to the houses, and that's the one where my belt got caught on like the top railing and I flipped over and landed on my head. Whereas the big tall one, I was like, eh. Anyway, we got back on the highway and there was roadworks. And that's where he was like, oh, I'm going to get this fucking witch's hat and throw it at my mate. So what did he do? He picked up the witch's hat and hurled it at me. And I had a scar on my shin for like 2 months. But when at the time you're like, oh, that didn't hurt. I'll walk another, 10 kilometers on this bung leg. Got
Sounds
to the
like you're
uni.
plastered, man.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. That was a great fun heist. We didn't steal nothing, but we broke into a place and got out of it scot-free.
Hayden, have you ever stolen anything? Can you admit it here? Is there some sort of thing that you can say you've stolen? Like as a kid, I think like, everyone has stolen stuff.
Yeah.
I think, honestly.
Whether or not you mean it maliciously is, yeah. But as an adult,
Like, you know, like at a
consciously
7-Eleven
knowing,
or something?
no,
Like a candy, piece of candy or something?
like not as an adult, not when you like consciously
No, I mean,
know
like,
the
you know,
difference
I'm not
between
saying
good or
as an adult.
bad.
He's
Probably.
feeling entrapped right now, Shao.
I know. He's
He
very.
knows he has.
He's
Look at
sweating.
him.
He's sweating.
He's looking at him.
Yeah,
He's just trying to pick a story. He's trying to pick which one to share.
which one to share? No, I'm just trying to think. I'm such
thinking about that. We felt so proud of ourselves because I had my glove compartment in high school and it was just always filled with candy and mostly Mentos. You know those different colored Mentos that come
Is
in
that
like
so you could roll up and be like,
cylindrical?
I got some candy in my car, kids.
Oh, yeah, and after I say that, yeah, it sounds really fucking yeah.
Mentos for
because-
after.
Yeah, because Mentos were just easy. We always
The
just go
fresh
in
maker.
and at 7-Eleven and grab these candies, and then we'd just load up and always just had a stock in my glove box. But we felt this like extreme sense of pride because we went in there one day and Mentos was always the biggest target. And they must have done like an audit at the end of the month, which they always do, and realized how many Mentos they were short. Because we went in there one time and now all the Mentos weren't in the racks at the back. All the Mentos were right at the counter, just right where you have to go to pay at the cashier. And we were just like, nice.
It's
So stupid. And you're just like, whatever. But that's one that I can share.
I think the one I can share. There's a lot I can't, but the one that I can share is I think was as a kid when Pogs were big.
Oh, I love fucking
Pogs.
I
There
love
were
Pogs.
the Simpsons Pogs that my brother and I collected, and there was a store in Richmond, like at the old Aberdeen Center, that had Pogs. And me, I guess I'm throwing my brother under the bus. Me, my cousin, and
what's his name again?
Statute of limitations is too far gone for them to do anything. You're good.
So we had we all went in and kind of like one person was kind of would be the distractor kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother and I would pretend we had all this fake dialogue, this improvised dialogue. Oh, they have like Patty, they have Selma, they have like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, now looking back, just fucking take it. Like, what are you doing? And so we just, we only did a couple, you know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah. But I wonder if they're worth anything now. But,
I hope so. I've still got
millions.
like a number one Pog. And I had like the little I had a binder, me and my binders.
Yeah.
With all the little sleeves, and it was in there. All
That's right.
the Pogs.
That's right. I had a really nice 8-ball slammer.
I had an 8-ball
that
slammer.
doesn't sound good as an adult.
Yeah, dude. Slammers, when you'd play for slammers, that's when that shit got intense. Did you guys ever play for slammers?
No, I never played for it because I was too scared of losing it.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to play. I mean, I could have probably used other ones, but they were banned from my school because everyone was gambling and stealing Pogs.
Dude, it's crazy. Like Pogs went out as fast as they came in.
I don't
Like,
even remember
Pogs
how
were
long it lasted.
Me neither. It was like they were the biggest
Weeks?
thing, and then it was done. Yeah, it could have been.
A
Yeah.
couple of weeks, maybe. Like, I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. Yeah.
Okay, we stalled long enough, Hayden.
Oh, that was a stall? Oh, No, I swear to God, I've got nothing because
He's
I
a
was
fucking little goody two-shoes. Eh?
exactly.
That's
Because I
good.
wanted I
that's
wanted to
great.
be in the popo, so I was terrified, literally terrified of doing like actually taking anything from somewhere. Not to say that I didn't do dumb, illegal shit. I just never stole anything, never shoplifted anything, never theft anything.
Okay, so next time we talk about a movie where there's murders, you can probably talk more
that
about
one
that.
I
then
could be
you
like,
can talk.
I
Yeah,
can tell you how
yeah.
to decompose and throw it. No, I'm just like, no, like at the same time, okay, I can tell you about my buddies without naming names because this is
No,
I grew.
we don't want to hear about your buddies. We want to hear
okay.
about you.
Unless you have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Are
was
you
the
the
guy-
getaway
Accomplice?
driver?
Are you accomplice?
He's
I
the
was-
getaway driver.
I was a
Told
getaway
you.
driver.
I told you.
I got away before they even did it. So I was back home in my pajamas watching TV. No, when they were breaking in the garages, car holds,
Car holds. Okay, Mo. Okay.
I was at home watching movies, so I didn't go down that track like
That's good.
of stealing shit. So
Don't be. We'll grind your gears about it, but you should never feel bad about not taking part in stupid shit. So listen, I wanted to
Oh,
get.
I didn't
was
say
really
that,
inspired by Shao's top 10 last week.
Yeah.
So I do have top 10 heist movies here, and I actually have some top 5 of like real life heists. But before that, quickly, I just thought while we're on the topic of heists, if you guys were to do a heist, Hayden, you're not going into the police force.
I'm
What-
not in there no more. I can do what I
Like,
want.
what would
I'm grown.
what would you think you'd want to do? Like, would it be art? Would it be gold bars? Would it be
You
something?
know what? I've thought about
Stocks.
this too. It's not gonna be a bank, you know what I mean? It's too risky and dangerous.
Yeah.
But I don't want anything too big. You know what I mean? But it would be some sort of memorabilia or even cards. Like collectible cards, sports cards, Pokemon cards, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's gonna be at someone's house. And there's cameras and whatever stuff like that, but it's not a bank where there's security with guns and vaults. I mean, there's not industrial sized vaults or whatever, right? These things usually I would assume, but of course there's ones that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and maybe those people will keep it in, really secure. But I think generally, it won't be as difficult to lift.
Probably more like hidden than secure.
Yeah.
If it's somebody's personal collection, depending on the size of it, I feel like it may be just be not hidden for people to see.
So there'd be a lot of stages in planning this. Meaning,
Yeah.
maybe we would have to go. I'm saying we, because we're doing this as a team.
Yeah.
Hayden, you'll
I'm
be
the
waiting at the
traffic
parking
pylon.
lot, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah,
and
Hayden's the
then
pylon.
Keeping an eye out. Keeping an eye out for the rent-a-cops to come. They would never
Yeah.
notice me. Give me
And
one of
then
those garbage bags that I can hide in, and then pop
That's
out.
right. Yeah.
you could be good at that. That could be your other side thing too.
Like,
just
look at that
disguise
giant
it.
bag of garbage. Oh wait,
Yeah,
that's a
So you don't
perfect
need
role
disguise
for you.
for that.
It's funny because people say that about you even when you're not wearing a trash
Exactly. You
bag.
don't
I
need it.
know, right? I'm like, I can
Um,
play that part.
Yeah.
So I think Justin and I will have to go into some maybe Pokemon trading card conventions. You know what I mean? Start making
Yeah.
some friends and
Grift
to
some
people
young
like,
kids
oh.
out of their Charizards.
maybe not. I don't know. If that kid's a piece of shit, then maybe I won't mind taking it from him. But so we do some reconnaissance, and then we'll eventually maybe befriend them, and they'll invite us over, and we gotta show you this card. If you like that, we gotta show you this, and then they'll bring out the one that's in the case with like the rating 10 or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. and then that's when we kind of know, and then we kind of turn
He's
our
thought
backs
about
on them and
this.
make
This is
moves.
he didn't just come off this off the top of his head. Hey, like
He's thought
he's
about it.
pitching us his fucking heist right now.
See, I've got all
Look at those
my
shifty eyes.
first. I got my first
What?
series Pokemon cards back home. Do you know where they're secure?
Yeah, under mom's pillow.
In a binder. I
Oh,
actually
yeah, of
don't
course.
know where they are. They were in my room, but then of course my mum sold the house and all my belongings. I don't know where they are at the moment. I think they're in storage somewhere. Or my brother has
hopefully.
them. My brother
Hopefully.
like took all of my books and music and DVDs. So hopefully he's got my Pokemon cards and my
Hopefully.
pogs.
What would you heist, Hayden?
Me, I would be like a Gone in 60 Seconds style thing. I would go after
Ooh.
classic cars.
Classic cars.
Classic
Nice.
cars.
Nice. Word up. So you know what? You know what's funny? I probably would have leaned a different direction on this, but we had some good friends over. Shout out Mark and Ashley. Love you guys. And we
Ashley.
always get
Marky
into
Steves?
Stevens, yeah.
Great
So
defenseman.
fucking big Mark, handsome Mark, shirtless Mark. He was shirtless Mark. He tried
he's
to, anyways. So we always get into like just random conversations. Sometimes they're silly, sometimes they're deep. They're one of those friends where you can just literally talk about anything with and be comfortable. And so I changed what I would heist. And this is gonna maybe sound strange at first, but I would want to heist where they store. So sometimes moms can't breastfeed, and so some babies need breast milk, and so you can actually supply breast milk, and then it gets stored before it gets sent out. So hear me out, Shao, because
I saw that on a TV show recently, but anyway.
So I would want to go steal a bunch of breast milk, and I know that's like stealing from babies, and it sounds bad, but also stealing from babies
Yes,
is one of
it
the
does.
easiest fucking things you could do. But
They don't
and I feel like
remember it.
security would be somewhat low because I had this great new business idea. Remember I talked to you guys about Blorts, which by the way is still
Yes.
getting more traction, and I thought there might be a market now in 2024 where because people like natural shit. So maybe people don't want to have cow butter anymore. Maybe people want natural butter. So we could churn some breast milk and make some real natural. Because I mean, human milk is got to be better for you than cow's milk, right? So I would think human butter would be better. So I would steal the breast milk and churn it and then start a company selling natural butter to mostly hippies and fucking people who wear Lululemon pants.
I was going to say, they already sell like placenta-based products. I've seen them at London Drugs, so why wouldn't they take that as a...
There you go. So that's my heist. So that's what I would do. Because
Nice.
option one was to just like keep a bunch of pregnant women in my basement. And
I was going to say, are you talking about going
That's-
around just
that
like
got-
violating women? You've just got like...
idea got shot down pretty quick.
I thought you'd be on the
Like Mad
street with like your
Max.
trench coat with like your pumps in it and be like...
Like Mad Max style, you know, Mad Max, the new one.
Oh,
where
yeah,
yeah.
It's a large basement you have.
just
Yeah.
continuously
Well, we
have
start with a
fathered
couple.
kids.
Not bad at all. What can I do for you for that heist? Can you think of something I can do for you? For my
Impregnate a bunch of
specialty.
women.
I'll help
I
pump
think
the milk.
Impregnate the women. If you don't mind. No, I think.
Oh, because they'll promote. Yeah, they'll promote.
No, what could I use?
milk.
I could use for you. I mean, you're a pickpocketer. I don't imagine there'd be too much security there. You know, you're not talking about like stealing gold bars or money from a casino.
Right.
So there's obviously gonna be security. It's gonna be locked up, but it's not gonna be like military guards that you got to get by. It's probably like, you know, Larry, who's fucking tired of doing security for Walmart and wants just like an easy gig that he can play Candy Crush on his phone too while he, tries to stay awake. So I feel like, we'd probably have to get some keys and maybe a code from him. Hayden probably won't need you on this one. And then
Can I just stand there?
Pylon.
I am the ultimate chameleon. That
can I just stand?
I stand there, and then I end up being
in the
invisible.
basement watching them.
Well, actually, Hayden could be the tester because you want to make sure the milk's good, so he can just kind of sample.
QA, quality assurance. Nice.
Quality
Has
control.
this one been having wine while she was pregnant? This one's a smoker. You could do that to create different flavors too.
Oh, true. You can be in charge of monitoring their diet, meaning there's a lot of pork or beef where the pig only eats acorns or something. Whatever. The beef, the cow only
grain-fed
eats
cows.
Yeah. So it produces a different flavor. There's like a type of I can't remember. Was it pig that eats? They feed them chocolates and have like a kind of like a chocolatey flavor or something too. But you can do that with women, I guess. Hayden.
Yeah. I think we're looking into this like. Damn. Shao, you had yours fully planned out. Justin, fully planned out. Way fully planned out. And me, I would steal cars. All right, who's next?
Yeah. Okay, let's move on from that because
I want to hear the top 10 actually. Can I see if I can throw a couple in there, see if it's on the list?
I was gonna get you guys to guess. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And there's some that I'm like, really? That they consider that a heist movie? But then I read why they explain it, I'm like, okay. But I'm sure that you're gonna get some for sure.
Okay, Hayden, you want to go first?
Sure. Like, do you want me to just throw out a movie? Top 10 or what?
This is the highest grossing worldwide box office heist films.
Okay, are we including the Ocean's films? Or are they excluded because we were already talking about them?
They must be in there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you any hints, motherfuckers. Just
guess
okay,
we'll
just go the top 10 highest grossing heist ones are.
Okay, go ahead, Hayden.
The Italian Job, the remake with Marky Mark.
Mother. Coming in at number 10, 176.1 million. The Italian Job, 2003, baby. Nice.
That's one of my favorite. That's just a fun movie.
So good. I love that movie.
That was good. That was one of my guesses. But you know what? I'm gonna go with which ocean should I go with first? I'll go with 11.
Ocean's 11. Coming in at number 6, worldwide box office, 450.7 schmil.
Nice job, Steven.
Ooh, I'm going to go with Inside Man, Spike Lee, Denzel.
Inside Man not on the list.
Oh, well, dang.
I'm going to go with Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 12, number 8, 362.9 milli.
So does that mean, okay, now here's the thing. Ocean's 13.
Don't be like that, Hayden. Don't be stupid. Just go pick another movie.
He's just
now you see
13's not going to be in. 13's the worst.
You're trying to save 13 for yourself, aren't you?
Of course.
If I can't say it, you can't say it. Okay, I'll change it to what is it called? Now you see me, Jesse Eisenberg.
That's a good one.
Nice. Number 7, 351.7 schmillies. That's a good guess. You guys are doing good. Holy shit.
Now You See Me Too.
Not on the
you
list.
Motherfucker.
You know what?
So now I can.
Now You See Me. I liked the first one until the end. I didn't like the ending. Anyways,
I
didn't like the whole carousel thing where like Mark Ruffalo's like, someone something about the eye or something like that. Welcome to the eye or something like that, and they go on the carousel and they kind of whatever. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Anyways, Ocean's 13. Go ahead.
Number 9, 311.3 billion.
So it was the worst of the 3, was it? Interesting.
Yeah, so you got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You're missing the top 5.
Top 5. It's probably not going to be on there, but I'm going to say 21, that Blackjack movie with Kevin Spacey. Not on there? Okay.
There's, honestly,
that's a good one.
I got to be honest with you. 4 of the 5, I would not, looking at it, I would be like, these
that's a heist movie?
Are heist movies, and one of them is like a really clever take on a heist movie that I thought, oh, I never would have thought of that as a heist movie, but it's interesting. I'll give you a hint. 3 of the 5 are from a series, a very long series of films that never ever seems like it's ever going to end, and it just keeps getting bigger and more insane. And it just seems like every time they put out a new one of these, they just try and make it bigger and crazier than the last one.
So it's a James Bond.
And it
Oh my
did
God.
not start. It
Please
did
don't
not
tell. Please don't tell me it's Fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually don't even.
Fast and
I only
Furious.
watched one of the Fast movies, so I don't even know which one's good. I think I watched 5.
Which is where I think it started as the heist films, was kind of like 4 or 5, wasn't it? When they brought in The Rock.
So
So I wouldn't know which one of the Fast are on that list. So you said 3 of them, right? Of out of the 5.
yeah.
The last couple
Okay.
have all made like $1 billion.
I know. So before I go on deep, I want to try to get the other 2. Would
Okay, the other one. These ones are gonna. I'll give you more hints. Okay.
I have,
So
I have a
one of
guess.
them-
I have one guess.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Go for it.
The Town.
No. Fuck.
Oh.
I love that movie. It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite heist movies.
Okay. Anyways,
That-
yeah? Damn it. What's your hint?
Okay, so for one of them, it also too comes from maybe one of the highest grossing franchises of all time, and they release their movies in phases.
Oh, is it Ant-Man?
Yeah, Ant-Man number 5, 519 million.
That one is a heist one.
Yeah,
That one.
but I never thought of it as a
Yeah.
heist movie, you know? And then
You just think of
But
it
it
as a superhero movie. Yeah.
it's a Marvel movie. Yeah, it's a Marvel movie. Okay,
That's a
so
heist
nice.
movie?
So you got the hints. So there's one more hint. Okay. When we think of a heist movie, we think of stealing something physical.
Okay.
This one,
Probably some
Is-
cyber stuff.
it's not, it's deeper than that.
If you're saying about something like stealing hearts, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna break my laptop.
no. Yeah. It's a rom-com.
Yeah.
The rom-com is a heist movie.
21st, or was it what something
51st
51st
Yeah.
date?
The Sandman
No.
comes again.
Okay, I'm trying to think of how I could give a clue. Okay, so maybe ideas. Fuck, I don't know how to give a clue for it. 2 words.
Okay.
Cough, cough.
Okay, it's okay.
Is it like Thomas Crown Affair?
No,
That's-
it made $836.8 million. And it stars one of my favorite actors.
Ooh.
And
What
it's got-
movie did
Is
Kevin
it like the
James
talented
make
Mr.
that one
Ripley?
up?
Changed.
oh, okay. I don't want to take too long on it. It's got Leo DiCaprio,
Inception.
Inception. Number 2.
Mm.
Is that all of them, or are we still missing one?
No, so you still got to get the 3. Okay, so I'll just give them to you.
Yeah. Fast and the Furious franchise covers all
Yeah,
the ones
there's-
that are on the list.
I don't even know how many there are. Are there 8 right now?
There's
Are there
10
8
now.
There's
Didn't they hit 10?
there's 9, I think now.
Is it 9?
Oh,
I thought
God.
the X was. So number 5 is the.
Oh, maybe
Fate
there
of
is
the
10, yeah.
Furious. Fate of the Furious, 1.24 billion.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry. Guys, I got something in my throat. Okay. Fast and Furious 6 is number 4 at 788.7 million. Inception 3, 836 million. The Fate of the Furious, 1.24 billion. And number 1 highest grossing heist film, Furious 7, $1.51 billion.
that's insane.
Dang.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And that's why they keep getting greenlit to make more of them.
You're right
Yeah.
though. I mean that you're exactly right. That's when you said that there became more heisty, I guess.
And they
Yeah.
became just superhumans. It's-
Well, that's
Yeah,
it. Like it started with them, stealing like cargo trucks, like car parts and I guess they always were kind of heist movies, though. I guess, yeah.
Sort of. There's an
Okay, so
element.
I know we're sort of tight on time here. I did kind of look up some like really like real life heists, but I
Ooh.
also know last episode we talked and kind of joked about writing little stand up bits for each other, which we did, and I wrote one for Shao and Hayden. Hayden did the same for me and Shao. Shao the same for Hayden and I. I don't think we can either maybe try and I can just read off some of these actual real life heists, and if they lead to conversation, great, and end it there, or I can read them off and we can each just pick a bit and do a bit, or we could just do a stand-up bit. I don't know how you guys want to do it. They're short bits. I know the listeners are probably screaming at the fucking speaker right now to tell them about the real heist. They don't want to hear us try and do unworked stand-up that we wrote for each other, but also that could be fun.
Right now we're gonna cut this out, Hayden, but is there do you guys think of something where we can bring that into the next episode depending on what topic or what movie we talk about? Is there some sort of like a movie that we can talk about that involves something that we can drag in stand up?
I was thinking the same thing because we don't want to just like 180 the topic to end on.
And I kind of want to listen to some of the trivia stuff too. Yeah. But okay, because we have 8 minutes on the thing, let's just go straight into Justin. Why don't you do the real life thing, and then Hayden, if you have some, did you manage to find some trivia stuff or no? If not, then that's okay. We could.
I've got a website open with 79 Ocean's 11 trivia.
easy shit. Anyways, I can even tell you right now I can even tell right now the club that they leave when they at the beginning when they teach them how to play poker. The address is 1707. Anyways, go on, Justin. Go.
What? I don't know what just happened. I was looking at.
He's trying to say that he's an Uber fan, and I'm gonna stump him good, like real good.
You're gonna do some. The trivia.
No, but do the real life heists first, and then if
so
there's time, we'll do.
These are just some heists. They were sort of kind of picked them on sort of the amount stolen and kind of the, I don't know, the interest value in them. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, okay, so there's in 2003, the Central Bank of Iraq heist. Amount stolen, they think approximately 1 billion. So obviously this just took place just before the U.S. invasion of Iraq. And they, on the orders of Saddam Hussein, they say stole around 1 billion from the central bank. 650 million was later found hidden in the wall of one of Hussein's palaces, but the rest remains unaccounted for. I don't know the accuracy of like, how do you store 650 million? Were they $1 million fucking bills?
Anyways, that's nuts. That's so much.
Yeah. The Banco Central heist in Brazil, 2005, amount stolen 70 million. Stolen by a gang. They tunneled into, I'm probably saying it wrong, Banco Central vaults from a nearby house, digging
Bunko,
265 feet underground. Over the weekend, they stole over 160 million Brazilian reais, about 70 million at the time. And most of it was never recovered. So fucking good for them. That's a good pull right there. There's the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist in USA, 1990, of about 500 million in art stolen. Oof. This is where maybe Hayden would have played a big part in this. Could have been him. Two thieves dressed as police officers gained entry into the Boston Museum, tying up the guards and stealing 13 pieces of art, including works by Vermeer and Rembrandt. Despite numerous efforts, the artworks have never been recovered, and it remains one of the most famous art thefts in history.
See, I wasn't actually a police officer. I was entirely undercover, like DiCaprio in The Departed. I went through the system, and then they were like, "You're going to go steal art for us."
Nice. That would be Matt Damon, his character. But anyways.
No, well, DiCaprio was undercover too.
Well, yeah, he was the cop. Matt Damon was the bad guy undercover as a cop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The British Bank of the Middle East heist. Lebanon, 1976. Amount stolen, 20 to 50 million. Blah 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 blah. And the Antwerp diamond heist in Belgium, 2003, approximately 100 million. Known as the heist of the century, thieves bypassed several layers of security to break into the vault of the Antwerp World Diamond Center, where they stole diamonds, gold, and other valuables. Although some of the thieves were caught, much of the loot was never recovered. That would be a fun one. That one would have took some planning, getting through all those layers of security. It'd be love to like
Entrapment
just
style.
be an insider and just like talk to some of these people and just hear the details of it and like how much went into the planning and all that. But I got to pass this off because something is really bothering my throat.
All right, why don't you look after that, Hayden? Throw me some triv.
Some super quick trivia. Okay.
If I don't get it right away, we're cutting it.
What are the last two words of the movie?
What the?
What a stupid fucking question.
Okay, I know what it is.
question?
They're out at the jail. Something's on. They're and then they get followed by the twins. But then it was said, liar, thief.
I'll be back.
Is it Julia who says it? Can you tell me that?
I don't know, but you got the words right. Liar,
and
thief. Yep.
Okay.
What is it?
Liar, thief.
Ooh, nice one, Shao Pin.
Well, George and Julia say it, but anyways.
Okay. Who's Ocean's parole officer?
Officer Brooks.
Yep.
Officer Brooks.
Officer Brooks, good work, Justin. You're hired. Hey, who was the last man recruited of the 11?
Well, that's easy. Matt. Oh no. Yeah. Justin would know that.
Linus.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yay! Okay, when Danny was first released from prison, he went to a casino. What was the female dealer's name that dealt to him first?
Oh, nice. Good one. When she took over for Bernie. You have a good one.
Do you need a
I
clue?
would get this. Sure, I'll have a clue.
Okay, there was a famous sitcom in the 80s and 90s of the same name.
God.
Female lead, obviously. John Goodman played her husband.
Oh, is it Roseanne?
Yeah, ding, 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 ding.
Oh, it's okay. Good job.
Okay, coming up to 2-minute one. Okay. Which two people said these lines?
Okay, fuck. Okay.
A, you nervous? B, so A is one character, B is the other character. Which two
He's
people said
talking
these
to
lines?
Matt Damon.
You nervous? You suicidal? Only in the morning.
Only in the mornings. Yeah, only in the morning. It's Brad and Matt, isn't it?
It's
Or Rusty and Linus.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding. And then, funnily enough, during this quiz, it comes up with the what a test. Did you see the name of the test on my trivia?
We'll do that next.
We'll do that next episode.
Let's do it. Let's Shao, do it. No.
We don't have the time for that. Okay, what is in Shane's hand when they are playing poker at the start of the movie? Like, what cards does he have?
7-2 offsuit.
Okay, Topher has all reds, which is not a thing. Shane has
Not which card
Okay,
specifically,
West.
but like just what does he have? Because it doesn't tell me.
what do you mean doesn't tell you?
Cards.
I'm
Yeah,
out
he
of
does.
focus. Yeah, his cards. This one's kind of a weird one. He has 3 pairs. And how can you have 6
Oh, yeah, 'cause
cards
he
when
has
we're
extra
playing
card.
5-card draw?
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were
Yeah.
specifics, and I was trying to think.
No, sorry.
Anyways, do we have time for one more? Because I want to leave on a good note.
Okay. That's
Should have left an hour ago.
I know.
What was the name of Andy Garcia's character who owned 3 casinos?
Terry Benedict. Anyways, all right, that was a easy one. So
Okay, I'll find you a good one while you're hanging it up.
we have no time. We have like 20 seconds before this thing cuts off. So let's continue this after we roll. Until next time, we're going to probably flip the book a little bit, maybe talk about something more comedic. So on that note,
Hey, thanks for
until
tuning
next
in.
time, thanks for tuning in, and keep on
Thumbin.